sound. You're driving down the road and you swear that all the windows are up, but you still hear the wind rushing. Well, when that happens inside an RV, you may have a real problem on your hands. So in today's edition of the Fix-It Files, here's the story of the window that tried to freeze us out, but it failed. Day number 2 for the door project, actually the window of the door project. Yesterday I was able to remove the window that had slipped and took the frame out, reconditioned the frame, and re-glued the window pane into the old frame. So today we're going to be doing a couple finishing touches here in the shed before we go out and put the frame back into the RV. One of the things I can tell you, it turned out pretty well. I'll show you the pictures. I'll go ahead and turn this around. So as you can see, here are the frames from yesterday. One is down here, and I'm going to show you that one in a minute. But this is the one that is on the inside of the coach. And the frames had really lost their luster. As plastic ages, it gets kind of dull. So I had some Armor All products that help bring that back to brand new looking quality. And these are going to be ready to go. This frame, as you can see, there's nothing on the other side at all from the inside. I may end up putting a seal on this, but I'm not sure yet. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I'll go ahead and put this one down. Talk to you about what you're seeing here in front. This looks like a pile on a table. Well, the butyl tape I just picked up, that's going to be what we're going to use to seal this to the RV. You should not use caulk, or because it's really not waterproof, they keep slipping. You should not use caulk, and also you don't want to use anything like an adhesive, because then you won't be able to take it off to service it. So this butyl tape will make a seal, and also we'll be able to peel it off. And then let me move this battery box off of here, and this socket set, because I'd use those to weight down the glass, because the glass is glued in. You can see along the edge here there's a nice bead of glue underneath the glass, which is fixing it to the plastic. What happened with this window in the first place is the brackets broke off. There's some brackets right here. I'm going to zoom back out and you can see them. This one and this one. On the flip side of this, these brackets broke. You can see right here, they're sawed off, and right there. When it broke, the glass dropped down this way so that there was a gap up here at the top of the glass. And that's when I first noticed that something was wrong, because I looked on the outside of the coach and the window had sunk, just like you had cracked a car window open a couple inches. Well, that's no good. That's going to let in moisture, and for the winter trip, it was letting in cold air. So we're going to flip this thing over and see what it looks like once I do that.
A few moments later.
Okay, now we're going to look at the glass as it is affixed to the window. I have it tilted right now. I'm highly confident it's not going to drop out and smash and shatter all over the ground. I don't want that to happen. But you can see that the window is now in, and the outside finish of the trim looks showroom quality, nice and new, and I'm very happy with how that's turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully flip this over, like so. And we're going to be putting a bead of the butyl tape right along this surface. This was the old area where the bead was, and I'm going to apply butyl to that in just a minute. And have one more thing I'm going to show you that we're going to do as well. I like how that turned out. This stuff is super sticky, I can tell you that. So it doesn't look beautiful from the inside. I mean, that's the first time I've ever worked with it, but I know it's not going to overlap the edges on the outside, and that's the key thing. It's not runny at all. It's very sticky, and it's going to stay exactly where you put it. So that should work well when it comes time to put it and mount this. This face right here is the exterior. So this is actually going to go up against the RV door, and then the interior will receive it. And what ends up happening is it sandwiches the, and I do have an issue. I got a problem right here. I just noticed that. Okay, it sandwiches the glass between the RV door. So I got to cut this. That's not going to work. I hoped it would, but this frame doesn't cover enough of it. So we're going to plan B there. I'll figure that one out next. Okay, I have cut down this aluminum tape to just a tiny bead, which I still think will help hold it in place. Let's see if the frame covers that now. When I place the frame over top of it, we're going to cross our fingers and hope it covers. Yeah, you can't see it anymore. So now the bottom is, I can see it a little bit. Is that going to bother me? No, I'm just going to not worry about that at all, because I can also see the glue behind it. So no big deal. That I'd rather know that that's not going to fall out than worry about seeing a little bit of that. Perfect. Okay, well, we're outside now. I'm going to get over here to the RV. I brought a tape measure with me because we're going to have another new project to do after this one, and not too distant future. Not too distant of a future. How do you say that? Pretty soon, coming up. So this is going to get replaced with a fob system. Not for security's sake, it works fine, but we just would like the convenience of not having to use the keys. And in order to replace that, you have to know exactly your width up here of your door. So I'm going to be measuring that in just a second. I was amazed when I opened this thing up that it is just styrofoam with two panels of fiberglass on either side, so it's not a lot. And as I'm measuring it, it's coming out to 1.5 inches, give or take. So I've got that, and I'll know what that is when we go to install the new lockdown here.
Now, back to the project.
I'm going to go ahead and clean this off, not because we're sticking anything to it, but just for cosmetics. And I'm not even going to worry about the black line because you're not going to see it, but just some kitchen cleanser or countertop cleanser, grease and grime. It'll take some off, and let's see how it does. So having never done anything like this before, those should be the scariest words ever heard. I'm going to go ahead and close the door. The next step is going to be working outside. Let me bring you along over here. All right, so I have some just basic old masking tape. I'm going to go ahead and tear off a bunch of pieces so that I'm ready to tape the window into the frame. This is the spot that if I were going to bite my nails, this is the nail biting spot, because this is glass and I really don't want this to go badly. Well, here's the first scary part. I've got the window, and we're going to put it up there and see if I can get some tape on it. Okay, so I have very gingerly moved the door and fastened it to the coach, and that's the interior that you're seeing here. This is what we're going to be working on next, and this is the last step. So crossing our fingers for a good outcome here. So we're going to try to see if we can get this thing mounted. I did notice that the frame on the inside also was broken at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it around and use the good tabs that were at the top of the frame at the bottom of the glass to support it as well from the inside. We'll see if it fits. I have not pre-fit it, so you're going to see, you'll find out when I find out. So here we go. and it fits, so we are good. I'll get the rest of these screws in and we'll clean it up and we're done. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'm just going to take the tape off, but everything is good. It is in good and solid, and yeah, I'm glad that this one worked. I'm handy. Sometimes there are jobs that are too hard to do, but this one wasn't, and I'll break down the costs and just the process here in a minute at the end of the video. Let's get this tape off. This project is over and it has been a success. Let me tell you a little bit about the cost involved and what all we had to do. It was a very low cost project. As far as supplies go, I needed some glue. I keep glue on hand. It's actually a Gorilla Clear glue. See, masking tape, we have that around the house. That wasn't a big purchase. The butyl tape that seals around the window, and then the aluminum duct tape that I decided to add to give a little bit of extra support to keep that window from dropping down again. I really hope that this video is giving you some tips and some thoughts on how to do some repairs on your own. I am a little bit unorthodox, so I know I may get some comments about gluing that window to the plastic frame. To be honest, I'm wondering myself if in very cold weather that might create a crack. But at this point, I didn't have any other options other than going to Coachman and paying for new parts in the form of those window frames. The whole project was inexpensive. It just took some ingenuity and took a little bit of time. It sure is nice to look out at the RV from the back porch and not see that 2-inch gap anymore. I was starting to have nightmares about mold and about critters and all kinds of things that could happen to an RV, especially in Florida, that has an open window. We are still new to this game as a channel, and we're really here to help give insights and hopefully just share our trip and our experience as RVers, because that's how we learn. So if you are getting that help and that insight, please take a second to like and subscribe. We're over 700 subscribers now, and our first goal is to see if we can clear 1,000. These are small numbers in the YouTube world, but we do know that we are reaching some people, and we'd love to hear from you either way. Stay safe on the roads, and until we meet again, this is Peshka the RV's Fix-It Files. See you next time.